What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. We're gonna do a little update on the 3 rig since, well, I guess 5 you could call it now, because everybody's stuff has just massively changed. Who are we gonna start with? Let's go with the easier one. Start with Billy.
What do you got, Billy? So what happened on Tippy? He already forgot.
Oh yeah. I not much, to be honest. Changed my limit strap mounting location to up here instead of to the top of the shock where it could rip the shock bolt out again.
Anyways, change the spot of limit straps. I guess that's kind of a known issue. Yeah. With the way those are. I guess
if it rolls and it takes a hit, it pulls that out. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Other than that, I just switched up axles, which none of them you'll be able to see what they are. But I got they're the Turner Nitros. So
I know the people want an explanation. Do you have one?
You should ask China that question.
I mean, I'm going to kind of de-China my rig, and I've broken one X300 and I sold them for what I had in them. So
you bent one, right?
Yeah, bent one.
I know people are gonna be curious, yeah. That's why I say that. But
and one front was pretty scary, like it was about to go. So
yeah, one of the joints was like real tight. So
I just wanted to try something new, and it was always one of my regrets when I built this machine is I cheaped out on axles, and I don't know. Probably I'm an idiot, but whatever.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
you know?
I wanted Turners, so I bought Turners.
At least you got to test them out. I mean, they did pretty well. Yeah, all things considered.
Yeah, they did. They did pretty good.
They were holding up pretty good, I think. But all right, we'll move on to Josh.
Oh no. All right, so I guess we'll just start with me. We'll just do like a whole build breakdown, I guess, because it's pretty much everything and it hasn't been described. So we'll start right here at the front. Got a freaking factory 5.5 thing for my cable now, no hook. We'll see how I like it. Custom spliced fairlead, worn winch, razor sharp cage, bumpers. We'll go to the tires are now beadlocked and System 3 X370s. Springs, I did tenders. What are those? Extreme Razor Performance.
Yep.
What are you running for ground clearance now?
It's set at 15.5, 16, so should be a lot better than last time.
Yeah, you were what, like around 10 at Windrock?
10 at Windrock.
So
I did ORB +2 ball joint A-arms, uppers and lowers, so I'm 2 inches forward, stuck with the regular ball joint just to have something different than Billy's because he's running Keller Megas, and I've never broken a ball joint, so I mean, maybe this is where I cheaped out and I should have went with more money. I guess time will tell. I mean, I got some Southern Powersports tire rods in here. So far, so good. They've been great. You can get them on his website now. And I mean, I'm sure you've spotted this nice orange boot in here. So
the rust on there, you know,
edit the rust out. You know, we traveled through some salt.
Oh my god.
I'd say that's from the front half. I think I got it all. What do you guys think?
Yep.
All right.
Keep her moving.
We'll stop here. So you can see my tablet mount. You know, I'm trying to be fancy like the Ride Command. I got all that info on there besides the gauges. Tough break. Steering wheel, it's not here yet. It'll be delivered today, of course. I did an Assault Industries and a hub and a quick release adapter. So you want to be like fancy race car, you know, yeah. Change the harnesses just because of my days when I was stuck upside down. It's happened more than once. I don't want that. I want to be able to get out.
And that was because you had the seatbelt style.
Yeah, I've had bad luck with the seatbelt style stuff. While I'm still in here, the driver's seat I did make 5th point. So again, because of the same trip, I got punched in the stomach real good from the harness. And the gear grabber shifters gonna be here like tomorrow.
Oof.
at my house.
Tough break.
Tough break again. I also did Kemimoto door bags. You know, good old knee pad, because I like to put my knee on the door.
Oof.
We got
Easy
the Assault.
with the knee talking.
Whatever. Assault Industry, full doors. Got a good deal on them. So far, so good. Driver's side took a good hit. I mean, it bent it back. Still uses the factory like skins and stuff, so like the mounting hardware works really well. Skid plate, full skid plate that's been on there for a while. And you can see the cage still ties into the bed delete. We got high clearance ORB trailing arms. So with the trailing arms and the +4 2 A arms, it makes the machine roughly 93 to 94 inches of wheelbase. I got the ORB high clearance radius rods. Southern Powersports, Tyler Downs, thank you very much for making this awesome pull plate. And this looks pretty sick. We got some brass knucks on here. I mean, they're blue knucks, but whatever. For Bruiser, sick, thank you, appreciate it. While I'm still back here, you can also see I carried around our
orange boots.
Yeah, I'm back here with the orange boots again, you know, balling out, because RCV. Also, bed delete, I sawzawed it, pinched the fenders in, bolted them in right here.
We won't get too close on that.
I mean, whatever, it don't look the greatest.
It serves a purpose, though. Explain. So I know there's a lot of people that are wondering why you guys chose bed deletes. I think you might have talked about it at one point somewhere, but I've seen comments about it. You know, you had a RZR.
Pretty much, when you roll, you're gonna just smash the taillight and break the whole bed. That's basically what happened to me. It's happened more than once. Destroyed the whole bed. When we go ride, it's cold. This plastic's brittle and cold. I mean, that's pretty much what it is.
And the plastic usually comes out to like here, and it's like the first thing that hits the ground when you flip, and then it all just breaks into a bunch of pieces, and then it looks terrible.
And this looks way better.
I wouldn't even really call this a bed delete anymore. It's more like bobs or dubbed or whatever you call it.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because everybody calls it a bed delete, but you do in fact still have a bed. So you could still put your coolers, still put your tools in there.
Well, I'm still back here. RH Pro. Gonna be making some noise for this trip here.
Definitely gonna hear that.
You're gonna be hearing this thing barking. They're a local fabricator. They're in Wisconsin, so I'm gonna give it a try, see how she goes. It already sounds good. Whistles up high in the RPMs. I mean, it's got like a nice raspy tone. If it's your style, it's your style. If it's not, it's not. I mean, everybody likes their own sound. Either way, it barks.
They also have a trail series too, so if you check out their website, and they're very reasonably priced as well, in my opinion. But the trail series is kind of sounds like my Trinity, to be honest. Similar, you'd say. So we'll probably try to get that on here at some point too, so you guys can hear it. But it's a good sounding exhaust.
Yeah, for sure. So he chose this one, which is more of like the race style, like, you know, not a whole lot of muffle going on, because we are at smaller parks, which we'll talk about at the end of this video. You know, and it's not something that you'd probably want if you're commuting or riding like long trails, unless you're about that loud life, which we definitely are. Of course, we're filming with the GoPro and don't have zoom, but there's a fox right here. But anyways, guys, if you guys are curious in the exhaust, just comment down below, and Josh or Billy will refer you to who they got them from. He's a local guy up by us, so kind of cool to run some local stuff. We don't get that opportunity much at all since we're from Wisconsin, and there's not many companies that really back the style of riding that we do at all.
By us.
Yeah, so that's what's unfortunate about it. But carry on, Josh.
I believe there's only one thing left. Well, actually, there's two. One that Justin can show you right now is the drive shaft, which is the RCB two-piece. And I'll be right back to show you guys something.
This is a chromoly one too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not the carbon fiber. You can even see it in there.
Yeah, you can.
The front might be better.
You
or
can
just know it's in there, I guess.
You can kind of see it, but it is the chromoly RCB drive shaft. Went full RCV all the way around.
So that's pretty neat because he's full RCV all the way around and I'm full Turner but with a KB3 drive shaft, so we're both.
Right. I mean, the point was to kind of try and do, it's different but built, you know, so we could test different parts. And hopefully they're all good. I mean, we've had a little bit of issues here so far, but you know, time will tell and we'll see how everything holds together, that's for sure. But I was gonna say one more thing. Where'd you get your RCVs from? Another local company, right?
Yes, another local company, Metz Machines in Kenosha, Wisconsin. He like deals with bikes and all kinds of cool stuff there. I mean, basically just anything cool and sweet.
Yeah,
he does it. He does it, loves it. He's with us. He's wheeled that 4-seat Can-am. So I mean, he's.
I'll try and find a clip and throw it in right here, but. He's got that 4-seat Can-am that wheeled with us at the Badlands. He's looking to get into the side-by-side industry more, so, you know, local, trying to support as much local as we can.
Yeah, so he's an RCV dealer and a Turner dealer, and he pulled strings, and like they said it was like a month out for Josh's parts, and then he got them in 2 weeks somehow, and I got my Turners in like 4 days, just from ordering them and done. So
if you guys are interested in ordering Turners, RCVs, I think he's a dealer for some other smaller stuff, but definitely let us know and we'll get you linked up with him. But it's Metz Machines. I think he's got a Facebook website. You know, all the jazz.
METZ.
Yep, I'll throw it on.
He's in our Facebook side-by-side and UTV discussion group. One more thing while I still got you, because I know people have asked. Here's the cooler I have. I want to show you a little magic trick of it just appearing in there.
Let's see it. You're on the clock.
It's gonna be a long video.
Whoa!
You'd spill the beer if it was already full.
Well, you don't put the beer in there first. It makes it heavy.
Or the ice, you get wet. Idiot!
Anyway, I mean, we basically use it for tools. So, whatever.
Cowabunga.
It's empty right now because it'd be heavy.
All right, Josh, you took up enough time. All right, you're next.
So we would normally give you guys a little bit of a rundown on each trip, but we're just doing this video just to catch you guys all up to speed. I know you guys are curious on parts and what we run. So if you guys seen, I was running, hopefully you guys seen the last video, I ran or swapped to a Halo 30, blew my smart lock at Windrock if you're not up to date. Went full send, went Halo 30. Went RCVs in the front, so to clarify, I can only run Turner or RCVs for front axles. They're the only companies that I'm aware of that make axles that fit in a Halo 30 diff. So when you swap the diff, you gotta go built axles. As you can see here, got this nice all balls boot.
Oh yeah.
So had fresh RCV axles. Not trying to bash anyone, just trying to tell it how it is and keep it honest, keep it true. We're trying to keep it honest for you guys, you know. So first ride, boot twisted, flung grease all over the place. Literally riding around a field trying to break them in, because that's what I was told before this trip. They're making it right, so that's cool. They overnighted, all new boots, clamps, the tool, grease, you know, the whole 9 yards.
But wait, just our luck, the snowstorm didn't get it here.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be shipped here, where we are. Won't tell you yet.
So
but you probably know.
So unfortunately, you know, that happened, which sucks, but at least they're making it right. Hopefully the axles are strong. It's just, you know, it's just a really bad way to start off with a company. So hopefully it works out. You know, you spend the extra money. Turners are a little bit cheaper than RCVs. I wanted to just, spending that much money, I just wanted to send it and get the best is what I was hoping for. So to say I was bummed is an understatement, you know, that's what happened. But I guess if anybody's gonna have that kind of luck, it'd probably be me, you know.
So also I just wanted to add for both of you guys, these are the RCV Pro 2s.
Yeah.
Not
yeah,
the
not
trail
the
series. These are the, you know, the bad donkeys.
Which I can't run the trails, but yeah, he could have.
Yeah.
So just so you guys know, definitely something to
clarify.
They say I could have, but I mean, you've seen everyone else blow the budget. Wait till you see the other two guys. They don't even look the same anymore.
So we're literally living up to the name here, blown budget. I'm like half budget. So the Halo 30 and the RCVs ate up some good chunk of change. But I did kind of cheap out a little bit on my last mod, and you can kind of see it peeking in there, but
Freaking China.
went with a SuperATV Rhino drive shaft.
Yep.
That's in there.
And
It's a piece of metal.
and I did look up the specs. It is 120 wall, what, 4130?
41, 30,
Whatever the
4140.
chromoly tubing, so it is good material at least.
It seemed legit. I mean,
it seemed legit,
beefy.
super heavy, seemed good quality. I'm excited to run it. You know, it's
The yokes are also upgraded. It's 340 chromoly.
yeah. So it seems like
just-
good stuff. The only thing is like the U joint is kind of like an unheard. Well, not unheard, but they say it's stronger than factory. Who really knows? But I'm gonna be the test of this. I couldn't run a full built front end and then have a stock drive shaft. You guys know how that would end. But I do have two drive shafts, two OEM drive shafts, and my stock carrier bearing. So if this does fail me, it's not going to ruin my trip. So I mean, it is like a third of the price of going with another driveline. So I figured I'd give it a try.
The only thing really different that could be is U-joints maybe. You know, might be a little less
Yeah,
quality.
that's
But
what-
you can always just throw spicers in it or something,
Right,
you
and
know, for
hopefully
still be
it crosses
cheaper.
with some other kind
Yeah.
of U-joint if I have a failure. But I didn't run their carrier bearing. I haven't heard the best of things about their carrier bearing, but you can run the OEM carrier bearing on that drive shaft. It is kind of a pain to get it on. You do gotta beat it on, but it works. So that's the rundown on us. Hopefully this wind isn't ruining these shots. Maybe if you stand behind this post, it'll.
Gucci, dude.
Appreciate everything everybody does for us, and we appreciate you guys keeping it watching, buying whatever merch you can. I mean, I'm pretty sure
Yeah, the
when
positivity.
Justin gets a chance to design some new stuff, I'm thinking he's gonna make a hat for you guys.
I was actually looking into it. It's not that simple, but
Of course not. What is?
I don't know. I'll try, but that's not quite it for this video. We wanted to touch base on Ethan's rig. So Ethan is coming down to meet us on this trip, and Mike, the guy with the KRX. If you guys watched the WinRock series, you've seen him. He's coming down to meet us as well. They both got custom cages built, which is sick. Ethan actually sold his smart lock front diff, and he went Halo 30 and Turner axles. So we'll get to see the difference between Turners and RCV again in the Can-Am world. So that's cool. He already had a sandcraft drive shaft. So
Ethan and Justin are basically the same.
pretty similar
Built.
build, yeah. I think that's it for Ethan, correct? Anybody know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a razor sharp customs cage.
Yeah, another
and-
razor sharp custom cage, which you guys will see in the next
Yeah.
riding video. It's rad, you know.
Yeah.
Justin killed it, by the way.
Yeah, killed it
Looks
again.
sick again.
Mike did custom cage. He broke an axle at WinRock, which I believe was from, it seemed like it was from hyperextending the steering because it didn't have steering stops because of the whole KRX knuckle issue. Well, it sounds like he got his new knuckles with steering stops, hopefully. And other than that, I think he did.
He's got a steering wheel, seats, harnesses, springs. He tried to do his best to get Roxxzillas. They're actually at his house, I think.
Yeah.
But his rims aren't. Tough break.
Literally buys 14-inch wheels just to run Zillas because he can't get the 15s. I've been waiting for like 3 months, I think, for my 35s. So he buys 14s. That's when you know it's a good tire.
Ooh, Billy just let the cat out of the bag on the 35 deal.
Oh no.
Nobody knew that.
They know.
No, you've never said it in a video.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe one or two comments, but
They're for sale. Maybe by the time this video comes out, I'll have them. And I can ship them to you for one low payment of whatever I paid for them. I forget.
so does that sign say where we are or no?
No, it just says
Figures.
Main
I
Street
mean, I'm sure
Cycle.
if you showed them the cabin, they, the peeps
I mean,
might
some
know.
people-
So, I mean, if you haven't noticed, we got a different change of scenery. There's no snow. It's still cold as but can anybody guess where we at?
We'll start with the state. We're
Alabama.
southern more than we've ever been before. We're in Alabama. So we're excited to be down here. We're at Hawk Pride right now. You can see the rigs are really muddy. We got in late last night, and that was Wednesday. So if you're gonna follow around on this trip, it's actually the longest trip we've ever taken other than Moab. So pretty excited about that. We got an extra day of wheeling. We got down here a good time on Wednesday. Went and did a lap around the park. And all I can say is, you're gonna wanna stay tuned for this series.
Buckle up your seatbelts.
Yeah, we're gonna be pulling them tight for sure.
Who's taking bets on which person hits pocket change first?
I bet Justin hits
I'm
it
doing
first.
it.
I got it.
Let me add it.
Let me add it. So, you know, I know it seems like watching the analytics or the views on all these videos, it seems like you guys kind of fall off as the series go along, which is fine. But all I'm saying is, typically, mid to end trip is where more of the action starts. So we try and save our rigs as best as we can, but still hitting hard stuff in the beginning. So just stay tuned for the whole trip. At least skim those last ones, and you might get some cool action. I know here we're waiting until Friday, you know, which will be our last day here at Hawk Pride, to hit like the big ledges and bouncer climbs. But we are going to try and tackle all the nasty trails today.
And tomorrow morning.
I mean, he said hitting the bouncer climbs. And when he means hitting it, I mean by throwing a rock at it, because I'm sure not jumping that crazy ledge.
No, I mean, there's
anything like that.
There's some wild stuff here.
Props to them crazy guys.
Yeah.
Man.
So where are we headed after this?
Billy's favorite park. We'll let him talk.
My favorite park. All right, well, we're gonna stay in Alabama since we're down here. I think it's like an hour away from here, and we're gonna be at Stony. So we're gonna go to Stony and ride there for 2.5 days, I think.
We're gonna watch Tippy just go up Who's Your Daddy.
Yeah, I might
With a
look
winch.
at it and probably have to go poop in the woods and then just drive away with my tail between my legs. But yeah, so we're really looking forward. We're at Hawk Pride now, and
we're gonna ride here for 2 days.
Yeah.
Today is day 1, and then we are heading on Saturday. Gonna leave here Saturday morning. Hopefully get I mean, it should be nearly a full day of riding over at Stony Lonesome. So, and we'll be there for 3 days and then head home. So, super excited. Hopefully everything hangs together on the rigs.
yeah,
I'm feeling less than confident, but
this is 2 really rough parks. It's hard to go to one park that you want to hit everything at without breaking.
yeah.
So then you have 3 days at this other park. It's kind of hard to.
If there's one thing I'm good at, it's braking. So, stay tuned for that.
It's going to be hard to pace ourselves, but we're going to try. That doesn't mean much. Anyway, see you guys out on the trail.